Okay guys, today we're going to look at how we deal with the knee cut pass, upgrade to a key lock position. From there, create some space, flare my opponent out, start entering. With false sweeps, mixing K-guard, false sweep, and Z-guard together. Check it out. What's up guys? Welcome to the KEYMASTER. Guys, I really love playing the Z-guard, the K-guard, and if they're standing, reverse de la Riva. I don't think it's a coincidence that these cards are one of the most popular videos we have on the entire channel. So there's that. I'm going to give you a short introduction before we get to the KEYMASTER, because I think it's a funny story. I really like playing the Z-guard, but I have some guys in my gym, some really good black belts who are also a bit heavier than I am. They are really good at any time I'm engaging here with upper body. They just pinch the knees, smash over, throw the weight in here, and they're heavier than I am, so playing octopus kind of sucks. What I like to do is usually I start making the position a bit more dynamic. So I switch from a Z-guard to a K-guard. In order to do that, I usually grab high on the armpit so I can pull them in, wedge them open, and I use my knee to disbalance them a bit because they're sitting on my leg. Yeah, so it's hard to get this K-guard hook out now. So usually I first disbalance them then this way, and then I get my hook out into this K-guard. Yeah. Now, once I'm here, usually what I like to do is just play my K-guard. If you haven't seen that video, I highly advise you to study these basics, but I'll just go over them real quick. Usually, all I do is start attacking the legs here. I reap over, collect my inside heel hook, yeah. If the leg's a bit more straight, I wedge it over, get my knee bar, yeah. And sometimes when I'm here, I really like to wedge my knee in, start heisting up, yeah. Getting sweeps, getting back takes, etc. So that's for the K-guard on the lower body. And just mixing a few things together real quick. So as I upgrade from my Z-guard, this balance, get into my K-guard, if at any time they start cross-facing me and they engage with the upper body, I usually collect the tricep, either spin all the way for arm bars, yeah. And what I also really love to do is if they start at any time cross-facing, is collecting here and then pommeling my left foot out of the way, all the way back to the triangle. And on the K-guard video, I have a really cool inverted triangle there. So check that out. So my main goal is just attacking this K-guard from that Z-guard. Yeah, and then we mix things together. If they cross face here, yeah, I go for the arm bar. They posture up, pull the arm out, and I'm immediately back into the K-guard on the other side of the leg. So this is my main objective. But what tends to happen is as I move from that Z-guard, the knee shield, to that K-guard position on the far side hip, they wedge the knee in between, and this is where we enter the KEYMASTER position. So anytime I'm here, yeah, I'm using a disbalance to move my partner away, yeah, get that K-guard hook in, and they put the knee on my thigh. Here. This is the KEYMASTER position. Now this is how I played around with it and started working the position. So that's my intro story. But you might know it, as you saw in the intro video, maybe from something way more basic. It's like they're standing and they're doing a knee cut pass. Yeah. So usually you want to keep this knee shield in, and to prevent them from passing, you can try to get this foot on that far side hip to get into the KEYMASTER. Now that space is pretty tight, it's very hard to do, but the biggest space in this triangle is going to be on the lower side. So usually I cup, throw it over, and get into this KEYMASTER position. Now there's tons of ways you get to here, either from, as I showed you, from my upgrade, from half guard, from knee shield, from a knee cut pass, yeah, or it could be reverse de la Riva if she's standing. Yeah, anytime I'm playing reverse de la Riva, trying to off balance, and she knee cut pass, boom. Usually I frame, in this case I throw my hook out, put it on her hip, I make sure I have a tight hook on the far side thigh, yeah, and this is when we enter the KEYMASTER position. Now, from here, my main objective, let's turn a little bit to the camera. My main objective is to start attacking that K-guard on that far side. If her weight is still on these legs, yeah, there's no problem for me, so just here, to just unload and start attacking that K-guard. No problem whatsoever. What I do have to be aware of, what I really think is kind of a danger of this position is two things. It's the counter foot locks. So there's some really good counters on this. I will make a new video in the future, I hope, with some way more advanced stuff from the KEYMASTER here. But I think that's going to be released on Patreon for YouTube members, so stay tuned for that. In this case, if she wraps all the way over my ankle, yes, puts her forehead on the floor and knee down, and she gets into this A1 leg lock position, this is going to be a problem for me because her knee is pinning my hip, so I cannot lift up and turk up, yeah, because my leg is stuck. And here she's going to get into all kinds of leg locks. If this leg was to be free, yeah, I could like wrestle up, turk up, start entering. But the thing is, if she pins my hips here, I'm really, really screwed. If, however, we're in the KEYMASTER with the knee in, and she just grabs the heel, grabs the leg, and falls backwards into Ashi, now this just fall to your back. This I don't really mind, because I can just like spin off there and start entering for leg locks of my own and counter this. So this is why the biggest danger is them pinning my hip. So I don't really care about the foot dangling there. There's not that much she can do. Now, you guys might know the KEYMASTER. If you don't know, or if you want to do a deep dive, is check out Tommy Lineker. He has some really good stuff on this in the gi. I love playing this in the gi, but today I want to focus on some specific nogi techniques I use. And in another video, maybe I'm going to go over all the gi details, or film an entire seminar. But in the gi, usually they're trying to peel this leg off, and you can grab the sleeve and put your foot in the bicep, and you can work some really cool color stuff, etc. here. In the nogi, I'm more worried about leg locks, and how I can enter from there. If she tries to peel that foot off, I can either self-frame. There's some really strong self-frames I can do. And if she tries to move it to the other side, I usually like to really go into calf slices here and start attacking that far side leg. To create some space and to prevent that A1 leg lock position, I'm stealing something that Jason Rao, by the way, both Tommy Lineker and Jason Rao are on the channel as guest techniques. So that's really cool. What Jason Rao really does, what I think is very interesting, is if he wants to create some space and go into his false sweep, I use that to prevent them also from going into that A1 leg lock position and pin my hips. That's when this leg goes over, and instead of me pushing on the chest, I think that's really good if I have control here to push on the chest to unweight, and then I can start attacking the legs. But the problem here is that she can start attacking a steamer locks and corkscrew toe holds on this top foot. So instead of pushing on the chest, what I tend to do, what Jason Rao does, is put this foot all the way on the inside and self-frame on my heel, or push here on the hip. That makes it, if she wants to wrap this leg now and pin my hip, put your forehead on the floor, so go all the way over. Oh, relax, go back. Wrap the leg, put your forehead on the floor, put your knee on the mat. This foot prevents it. You feel that on the hips? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now she is unable to pin my thigh, and my foot here prevents her from going into that position, and it also gives me a chance to unweight that leg, so I can start entering this grip for the false sweep. Now let's get into the false sweeping from here. So I hope you guys understand that anytime I have the KEYMASTER, and the weight is still on this knee, I would just use the K guard and start sweeping them. We can go into X guard from there. We can go into tons of sweeps, but I want to save those for the gi. And today, keep it what I like to do, leg locks. So let's turn a little bit in the angle. Back to the KEYMASTER. So she's passing. One more time, guys. Anytime you're playing in a knee cut pass, just frame, pull the leg out, throw it over here, and immediately start entering for the K guard. Yeah. If this is the only time this isn't working, if there's no weight on her hips. If her weight is still here in the middle, I can always just pull her in, off balance, and start attacking for the K guard. This is my main attack angle. If at any time you feel you don't have the space to false sweep here, then just don't do it. There's always going to be weight here. There's weight, so I cannot get these hands in. I would just go for the K guard. It is if she leans on this leg and puts pressure away, now I can start entering the false sweep here. And if I want to create it myself, go back with your knee please, is I put this foot in, push on the hip here. Now from here, I can unweight her leg by pushing on that far side hip. So I hope it's clear to see. By pushing here, I create some space here. Now usually I like to go figure four chest to chest, but in this case, also something I stole from Jason Rao is figure four in your legs here. That makes it so that you can pull this leg out for your false sweep, and that this foot, so lift up a little bit with your chest, just your chest, this foot is secured by my hand. If she tries to peel that foot off, it's stuck with my hand. Instead of me just going figure four here and her pulling that foot across her waist. Yes, there, this sucks. So go back please. I keep it here, I figure four. Okay, from here I will heist to my shoulder so I can then put my shoelaces in. Now I'm safe. Now either I'm inverting underneath, but in this case, I would either just kick my leg out and kani basami it back, so I can start attacking the cross ashi backwards or invert. And what I really like to do, because their weight is kind of off me, because they're in this KEYMASTER position. So once again, KEYMASTER, I want to go for the K guard. I put my foot in. This way I unload her hips, enter with the false sweep, self-frame, pull this out, heist to my shoulder. And now something I really like to do is put this gable grip in and turn all the way to the outside. So my head moves to the outside, and I roll here to enter cross ashi on this side. It's kind of like a Victor roll. There is so much more we can do from here. We can lift her up to De La Riva. We can do X guards. We can sweep. I think I showed you the calf slice already, just rewind. Let's keep it with this, where my main goal is to attack the K guard as an upgrade from the Z guard or as a KEYMASTER from a pass. If at any time they start attacking my legs, I frame in, self-frame on the hip, create some space. One more detail that I really like to do if you do not want to play the KEYMASTER in K-guard, and I figured this out a while ago with sparring a lot, I hope you can see this on camera, is if we're on the K guard, put your knee back on the mat, please. So here, once she gets the knee in, and you don't want to play this position, I use my left foot to shin lace, like a shin on shin, and extend her back. Yeah, now I can immediately start attacking the K guard because she's unweighted, or spin into reverse close guard, or just play my guard. So my shin, I think it's cool to see from the rear angle. So 2 knees, please. Yes. So as she puts the knee in, my left shin pommels underneath. I extend, but I don't let my knee pass her hip line, because if I kick my leg out here, now she's just going chest to chest with me. So one more time from this angle. As she puts the knee in, I shin on shin here with my shoelaces, and I do not let my entire leg extend with my knee past her hip line, because now she will just go chest to chest and pass me. So instead, I keep my knee in front, so I shin to shin, I extend, and now she falls backwards, and I usually use that to start going into upper body submissions, because it kind of extends her away. And that's my final gift to you guys for this move. If you're still watching, yeah, this is all for free. We're giving it to you. You can give us back with a like, subscribe, or a comment, or I really want to take Zilver out for a date. So consider dropping a super thanks, becoming a patron, becoming a YouTube member, so I can take her on a fancy date. Guys, see you in the next video. Thank you for everything. Oos!